Mr. Cholakian, thank you so much for joining us on A News. We're here at COP29. I wanted to start by asking you about this link between climate change and global security. Could you just explain to us the links between the two, the security risks that we're now starting to experience as a result in our changing climate?
Happy to do so, but let me correct your English, my friend. It is not a link, it is one and the same. There is no division whatsoever. Let me take it from this point and then stretch it out a little further. The role of the military individual, the soldier, contemporary role of the soldier, is that of somebody helping in the times of flood, disaster. They're going to assume that role. So they are, in that capacity, they are military providing service to the civilian sector, their own civilian sector. That comes into play right there. Tomorrow's battle will be taken in the Arctic and places of that character. In drought areas, climate change is coming upon us, so the battlefield will be in climate disaster environments. So they're going to have to live with the same criterion that an individual who's doing public service is living with. And then the third category, the weapons of use today also are impacted by climate. They're not operable. Tanks won't go as far. How about vehicles going into Arctic regions? They're not going to be as efficient. So all these criterion has to come into play when you design the weapons, the aircraft, etc. So they're synonymous with one another. To that, let me add this. I realize that, and many realize that, not everybody in defense is quite on that same page. The moment you mention climate change to somebody in defense in the West, you've hit up a very delicate matter. Politically, it embraces a philosophy that maybe it's not consistent with whatever their philosophy is. But no, every day it's going further and further in that direction. And if you look at the reports being produced by Washington, DOD reports, Department of Defense reports, they're strictly embracing, they're incorporating climate within the context of those reports.
How important and how difficult is it to get consensus in this area? In the role that you do you find that everybody's listening? Is it difficult to persuade government entities, contractors to wake up and realize how urgent, the situation is?
Again, I want to correct you. No, you don't go in mentioning climate change.
Yeah.
It's the environment we are operating within. It's the field of operation.